Rushden and Diamonds, and to non-league football, well, it's just breathtaking, really, isn't it? One day this team will be a league side. I've absolutely no doubts about that.
Hello, how are you? And welcome to another episode of the Lower League Journey with me, John, aka Old Man Suda, back again with AFC Rushden and Diamonds. It's FA Cup day today against Coventry, a League One side, so that's 1, 2, 3 leagues above us. We've got the Vanarama Conference, you've got the League 2 and League 1, obviously. So, yeah, it's almost mission impossible in that sense, but it'll be a good game, it'll be a fun game. Obviously, we've had a few games since the fantastic win against Kettering. Go and watch it, last episode, massive rivals. We've played a few games. As you can see, we lost to Solihull Moors 1-0. Spennymoor even. We lost to Spennymoor 1-0, so that was the game. And then we beat Chester 4-2. And I've got to show you a goal. It was, if it will let me show you it, I've got to show you this goal because it was absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully it will let me do it. I tried it earlier and it wasn't following the ball. Yeah, it is now. Just watch this goal. This goal is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I love this game, but when things like this happen, it's like, well, how often? I mean, and these things happen more often than they should, and you'll see in a minute. It's a goal for us, by the way, so this is just a build-up. As you can see, Tempest gets the ball, puts it out to Sheriff. Sheriff gets tackled. Melish then just saves the ball, gets it back out, but we get the ball back in a second. There you go. Kay there with a great pass out to no one. Lynch with the ball, you think, alright, just whack it the line. Smacks it against Knight, and it goes in. It's just, like I said, I mean, there's some really, really dodgy goals that happen in this game at times. I mean, that was just funny. I thought it was funny. But we beat Chester 4-2, which was a good win for us. And Chester, again, one of the better teams, I would say, in this league. So a good win. Unfortunately, we have been dropping a few games, but I think some of it's been we've had a lot of games to play as well. But what does that do for us in the league? We are up to 4th. As you can see, we've got a game in hand over a couple of teams. So there's always a chance we could maybe catch up the likes of Stockport. Halifax and Nuneaton look like they are sort of running away a little bit with it. But this season wasn't about promotion. I mean, last season wasn't about promotion. But we're in a really good spot at the moment, I feel. And I think we can almost say relegation is something we don't have to worry about, but obviously we're still only in November, so there is always a chance of that. But we're in a really good spot at the moment, so I'm really, really happy with that. As I said, we've got Coventry, and we've got in the FA Trophy, we've got Afton Collieries. I'm not sure who they are. They're in the Evo Sticks Northern, so about 2 leagues below us. Yeah, we should win that quite easily and get through to the next round. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, Chester are in 9th, but they're not a bad side by any means. So that was a really good win for us. And we're sort of seeming to find our position, and I feel like we are sort of this pack here. So we could go anywhere as low as 12th, maybe, up to about 4th. And I feel this is like our sort of position, is this sort of sort of top pack at the moment, which is really good for us, because obviously we were meant to be right down here. So yeah, really, really happy with that. I mean, Blythe are just not doing it very well, are they? Same as Matlock. But there's a little bit of a gap, definitely down to sort of where Kettering, Ashton and Hensford are and all that sort of stuff. So that is really good for us as well. Bit of a news, well, transfers. Taylor's gone out on loan to Hamworth. He just wasn't playing for us, so I felt like, you know what, you might as well go out on loan. He's only 2-star. He's an alright player by all means, but he's just not getting any games at the moment. So I thought, well, might as well get him out on loan. Finances are looking pretty good. 410. The club put another boost of cash in there for us. I'm not sure why they keep doing that. It does worry me a little bit that they keep on doing that. But obviously, we should get another 30k or so today with the FA Cup game against Coventry. If win or lose, we should see an increase, hopefully. So that'll be really good for us. Obviously, ideally we'd love to get to sort of 500k, £500,000 in the bank. That would be fantastic, especially while we've got these loan repayments and everything as well, which are bleeding us dry at the moment. But yeah, apart from that, everything else is really good. Squad-wise, a couple of injuries, obviously. Harris is still out. Got a couple of trials in at the moment. I don't think I'm going to sign any. And that's about it, really. No one else is pretty much injured or anything like that. Warren's on a yellow card. One more yellow card and he gets suspended. But overall, we are doing pretty well. And we're doing really well, I feel, as well, in things like the goals and that. Knight is actually playing a blinder for us with 10 goals this season. Sharifi's got 6. You know, we can always rely on him to get some goals. Cedric's got 4. I mean, Strickland's playing fantastic for us as well. So, as you can see, we've got quite a good sort of collection of players who've got at least a goal for us at the moment. So I feel like we're doing pretty well. Dynamics are looking pretty good as well. Atmosphere could be maybe a tiny bit better, but no one's really opposing me or anything like that. Most players support me. So it's all looking really well for us, and yeah, there's not much else really to talk about. I think that's the main thing is it's all going really well. Whether we get promoted or not in this season, which I don't think we will personally. I think we're going to fall short but whether we get promoted or not, I think we've had a really good season, and we've really given us a chance with a couple more players next season to really try and get promotion. But we need to stabilise a little bit, and yeah, as I've said before, I don't like promotion. I like to maybe get promotion 1 or 2 leagues, and then you stabilise yourself, and then you go for promotion again. So I think that's sort of how this is working for us at the moment. And that's about it, really. Yeah, there's not much else to talk about. So we're going to get straight into the game. And like I said, it's going to be a tough game. It's against Coventry, obviously a well-known league side. Used to be even in the Premiership and the top tier. As I said, I did save them last year. It was absolutely fantastic. It was my first save on YouTube. I really enjoyed it. They actually have some really good players. So, you know, this is going to be a very, very tough game. But overall, I do think we've got a good chance. We're reasonably fit. We're going to take K off, though, and we are going to bring on Strickland for him. He was suspended last game. We'll also put Dan Pearce. He's a bit more defensive style player. And we will have... we'll put Gordon on as well. We'll just swap them 2 over. But we are... Like I said, you know, partnerships are starting to form and everything's starting to look really good. I don't expect us to win this game. I'm hoping we can just put a good showing in. A bit like we did with Port Vale last season, where I think it was 1-0 or 2-1. But we gave them a good showing, and we sort of showed that we could run with the big teams a little bit. And, you know, for us, this is like a league side playing a Premiership side. So for us, this is going to be a really big game. Have they got anyone we can actually recognise? Jones, I recognise. Absolutely fantastic player, I feel anyway. Young sort of winger. I think he's really good. He was fantastic for me in my Coventry save, and I think he's a good player. Anyone else? They've got Turnbull and Wills are good defenders. Yeah, I mean, they've got a pretty strong side there. I mean, I'm not sure about some of their other players, but Ben Stevenson as well. I thought he was touted at one point as being some sort of like wonder kid, but I don't know if he is nowadays. It might have been in sort of FM16 or something like that. He was touted like that. But overall, they've got a really strong side, and this is going to be a very, very tough game for us. But we're going to do our best, and as long as we can put in a good performance, I feel we've got a chance. And that's the main thing, isn't it, really? Is that we give ourselves a chance. We'll put weaker feet on to the wingers. We'll just do our usual. There's not much else we can really do, I guess, at the moment. Go out there and carry where you came on straight forward. It's gone quite well, actually. We'll give them a passionate talk. I mean, if we can win this, this would be amazing. I mean, if we could win this and get a reasonably easy next round, that would be just a miracle. But yeah, it'd be absolutely fantastic. If we can win this, we're playing on the counter, by the way, as well. But if we can win this somehow, then that's just going to be... It would probably be the highlight of the season of the series so far. To be a team sort of like, you know, a well-established league side would be absolutely amazing, especially while we're only in the Vanarama North. Warren's picked up an injury, which is not good, and we need to substitute him. So who can we bring on? We haven't really got... We can bring O'Brien on for him and just move Flynn into the middle. That's not good. That's not good. He's our best defender. But 20 minutes gone and it's all a bit close. I mean, as you would expect, Coventry are having all the shots. But if we can maybe just get something out of it with a counter-attacking sort of goal or something like that would be amazing as they come forward. But this might be a chance for us. Young puts it out, but he can only find it Hayes, and they try and put it. Well, Jones gets there, and he puts a cross in, and they're all over us at the moment. But we do get the ball out, and that is the end of the highlight. There's 30 minutes gone, and I can say that we haven't any shots, but we've been doing really well in our defending. as you'd expect. I mean, we're not going to have many shots. I think it's going to be a case of try and hold off, and then if we can get a lucky 1 goal or something like that. We're just doing instructions to man mark. Yeah, but we need to man mark him. Gray, though, keeps the ball in. He gives it to Wills, who gives it to Stevenson. And Grimmer's now got it. I think Grimmer's one of their newer signings as well. He wasn't in. I'm sure he wasn't there last season. I'm sure he's there now for Coventry. I think Clan's doing a Coventry save as well. As Jones comes flying forward, puts a deep cross into O'Hare, who hits the post. And we are riding our luck a little bit at the moment. What can I say? Tighten up. We'll try and tighten up. Literally, we just want to try and steal a goal if we can off them. O'Hare now with the ball, though. And is he going to get a cross in? He does. But Flynn clears it, and it only goes as far as Gray, who gives it to Stevenson. Stevenson now to Jones. Jones is probably going to get it out, but we do tackle him a bit. O'Hare now, and he finds the net. And we go 1-0 down just before half-time. But I still think we've done really well. Like I said, we might not have had shots, but they've only scored 1, which is really good. I mean, we just couldn't get the ball clear, could we? Unfortunately, and our strike force have just not had a chance at all. As that doesn't sort of help doing that sort of stuff. Flynn now knocks it back to Thomas, as we have 2 minutes of extra time. Thomas pumps it up, but it only goes as far as Grimmer. But a great tackle, and it only goes as far as Hayes. And now to Jones, who puts a long ball into O'Hare, and O'Hare gets it, and you can tell the difference in quality as they hit the bar again. I mean, the difference in fitness and quality and speed and everything like that is just unrealistic. Or it's not unrealistic, it's just, I don't know what the word is, it's just such a big gap. But the one good thing is we are a lot fitter than them from the looks of it, so maybe we can get something out of this still. What can we do? Let's give the fans odds against us here. Let's go on reasonably well. We'll quickly do that as well. Everyone's looks okay. It's really hard to say what to do, really, isn't it? As night now, we start the second half. But if we can just maybe get something out of it, it would be pretty amazing. Harmis hopefully should collect that, and maybe I think we should need to go to standard and just see if we can actually start doing something. O'Hare with the ball now, though. Is he going to put it in? He gives it straight to Thomas pretty much with a pass, as there is coming up to 35 minutes left to go. Strickland now gets the ball and he gives it back to Thomas. Thomas pumps it up. Can Cedric get there? He can't. Grimmer gets there first, and now it's O'Hare, and O'Hare's going to try and put it in, but it's a great tackle by Ward, and Ward clears it. But it's again, we're only clearing it as far as them, and then Ward clears it again, but it's only again as far as the halfway line, and it's just carrying on with the onslaught. O'Hare with a shot, and it just goes wide. And I'd love, come on, let's have at least a shot on target. 21 shots they've had so far. They are absolutely all over us. Right, let's make a few changes, see if that will do anything for us. Who's not playing? Harmis isn't playing particularly well, so we'll bring on Dan Pearce for him. O'Brien's not playing well, but we can't really do anything about that at the moment. Knight's not playing well. We'll bring Sheriff on, see if his speed will do anything for us. And I think that's all we can do. Yeah, it is, because we've made a lot of substitutions. But 1-0 down with 20 minutes or just over 20 minutes left to go. It's not looking too bad. McWilliams now, we've got a frame. Maybe we can create something here. He gives it to Tempest. Tempest gets tackled though, and just stands there. And they come forward, and this is where we've got to be careful, because they could really break. But they sort of pass it back, and Stokes now with a big ball, and he gives it to O'Brien, but it hits Jones, and Jones is going to come forward, and Jones gets to cross into O'Hare, who gives it to Naka. I'm not sure what his name is, to be honest. But they go 2-0 up, and again, I'm still not too displeased. I feel like we have been putting in a really good showing. O'Hare with a great little knockback, and it goes to Nekata. I'm going to go with that. It scores the goal. 20 minutes left. Can we even get a goal? That would be amazing. Come on. We need to try and get something. as Bugker puts the ball out, but Tempest gets there. But again, they collect it. Tempest now with a long ball. He gives it to Cedric. Cedric puts a cross into Sheriff. Sheriff with the goal. Get in there. 2-1, and a great response by our team. Get in there, Sheriff. Absolutely brilliant. That's what we were looking for. Can we maybe get something more out of this? I mean, I know. God, can we get a draw? Could we get an equaliser? 10 minutes left to go. 12 minutes left to go. And you never know, do you? You never know. We're going to go. Do you know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to go attack him. Let's see if we can get something out of this. As there's only a few minutes left to go, as one of their players has picked up a knock, and with literally 10 seconds left, they have a highlight as they put a ambitious shot in, and Thomas collects it. I mean, literally the whistle's going to go any second now. As Tempest tries to collect the ball and he can't, and now they come forward and they do find a goal. We went for it. We got punished. Fair enough. That was a shame. It would have been nice to have maybe just held off on 2-1. But yeah, when we pushed forward and they got the break, didn't they? That was a bit of a shame. But 3-1 against Coventry, I'm not going to complain too much. Flynn now with the ball, and maybe we can get something out of it. Strickland now, can he do something here? He knocks it back to O'Brien. O'Brien to Pearce. Pearce now with the ball, gives it to Young. Young gets tackled though, and you'd expect the whistle to be blown, but it's not. And O'Hare's got the ball, and there it goes. We do lose 3-1 against Coventry, as you would expect, really. But yeah, I can't be too disheartened. Tell the boys, I've got to say, I can't fault your efforts. No one expected us to win. You gave it everything. People look reasonably happy. That's gone well. I mean, we were against a tough side, so it was going to always be tough. It was always going to be a difficult game to try and win. But we still got the FA Trophy, and we want to try and make a good effort in that one this season. So we'll see how we get around on that FA Trophy. Hopefully, if we can get maybe into like the sort of, I don't know, third round or something like that, that would be really good as well. West Brom cleared the drop there, so it looks like West Brom might have been struggling in the Premiership this season. As we're just waiting for this to load up, there's been quite a few games, so it might take a few seconds. And if it takes any longer, I'm going to cut. Come on, game. Come on. Come on. What's going on? It's taking its sweet time. I don't know what's going on. I still think, though, I do think we gave ourselves a good showing. I think we, by any means, didn't disgrace ourselves at all. Underdogs pushed aside Coventry's power to victory. Yeah, I still think, well, was Warren injured for? Warren's injured for 2 weeks. That's not good. But we'll make do, I guess. Chester lost to Brackley. Was it? Oh, this is just the league games. We're still in 4th from the looks of it. Right. What did I do with finances? Yay, 443k. As I said, I thought we might get about 30k for that, and we did. So that's not bad. 440k. And like I said, I feel like we did a good showing for ourselves. Right. When are we going to come back? That is the question. We will come back for. We'll come back for top of the league, Nuneaton, just there. Yeah, I think that'd be a good one. Top of the league, Nuneaton, I'm pretty sure they're top of the league at the moment, or second anyway. So they're second. We'll come back for that. That will be a good game to come back for. Hopefully I'll have some FA Trophy news for you. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please drop a like, come and subscribe. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.